Do you often read?
Yes, of course, I often read because with the help of reading, we enhance our reading skills and also learn about new vocab.
Okay, which is your favorite book?
Well, my favorite book is A Healthy Lifestyle. In that book given by my uncle, and that is very beautiful book in which we enhance our knowledge about the health tips, about the exercises.
Okay, do you often read newspaper?
Yes, of course, I often read newspaper whenever I have spare time in the early in the morning. At that time, I usually prefer to read newspaper with a cup of tea.
Okay, do you think it is important to encourage children to read?
Yes, of course, it is must necessary to the children to encourage the read newspaper as well as reading skills, because with the help of that kind of skills they enhance over their score in their study, and as well as their knowledge is also enhanced.
Okay, let's discuss further about drinking coffee or the tea. Do people in your country like to drink coffee or tea?
Well, in my point of view, people usually prefer to both, because uh, in my country there are a lot of people living there, and they have own taste, and whenever they have free time in their morning, and they feel tired after time, sometimes they prefer to eat drink tea, and
Okay, okay. Which do you prefer, drinking tea or coffee?
well, in my point of view, I always prefer to drink coffee, because with the help of coffee I relax my tiredness,
Mhm.
and also my innards.
Okay, which do you prepare for guests at home, tea or coffee?
Well, whenever any relative and guest come to my home,
Mhm.
at that time my family always prefer to take cup of a tea to everyone, and because with the help of tea we
Mhm.
in a, with the help of tea they feel fresh, and also they doing gossips.
Okay, when was the last time when you drank a tea or coffee?
Well, recently I morning uh, drink tea whenever I ready from
Mhm.
the college, and after that I drink tea.
Okay, now I'm going to give you a topic, and here is a pen and paper for you. If you wish to make notes, you can. And here's your topic: describe a time when you cook something for people. Yes, please.
Well, cooking is the my favorite hobby. Whenever I have spare time, I usually most of the time I prefer to cooking in my home. Without beating around the bush, I would like to talk about that time when I making some delicious dishes uh, for the people, and that was the last year recently. Last year there was my summer vacation. I go to my friend's restaurant. At that time, my friend suggested me that he I made some dishes for the people, and because I have hobby, I recently earlier mentioned that I have hobby, and at that restaurant I first time I cook in this restaurant, in his restaurant. The dish was I made that was noodles, and this was very delicious, and when I serve to the people at that time, their feedback is very good at that time. And when I heard about the feedback from the people, I felt very good at that time. And my friend appreciate to me also. My job is very good in the making. And because I have experience at my home, I usually prefer to made different type of things at my home with the help of my mother. And my mother taught me lot of things in cooking, because it is very essential for me in my future whenever I have go to abroad. At that time, that thing was very helpful for me on that time. And that was the time I made a dish for the people. And that was very amazing for me at that time. And everybody and my family also
Okay.
appreciate
Thank you. Thank you. Let's discuss further. Tell me about the types of the food that people eat in your country.
Well, in my country, there are a lot of people living in there, and they have own taste. Somebody in the morning, they usually eat fresh fruits and also juice. And there after time, they usually prefer to a lunch and heavy food. Like sometimes they prefer to the fast food and junk food. After time, they usually prefer to dinner at their home. And they they wanted to eat some
How
traditional
healthy is your country's food?
Pardon?
How healthy is your country's food?
Well, there are many healthy foods in my country, but most of the people like junk food also. And but I personally believe that healthy food is the main role in every individual's life. And they stay healthy with the help of healthy food.
Okay, how are the eating habits of people changed now as compared to the past?
Well, there are a lot of difference between the habit of the food since my childhood and at present time. And that was the very big difference, is that at that time, since in my childhood, people usually prefer to eat traditional food, and they do not prefer to any outside food in their home. And but now at time, there is very major difference between the food. That is, they most of the children as well as the young people usually prefer to eat junk food, and that is not healthy for their health.
Why do you think different cultures have a different table manners?
Pardon?
Why do you think different cultures have a different table manners?
Well, it is upon the rituals. It is all upon the customs, because everybody follow their rituals towards their family. What they listen from their young parents, grandparents, and they follow their rules. And so that's why different culture have their different rituals.
Okay, how has technology changed the way we prepare our foods?
Well, in that case, in the field of technology are very advanced today. And with the help of technology, we can do lot of things. And technology play a very vital role in everybody's life. In every sector, technology are used in that time. And so that's why. And I personally believe that humans are depend on the machine today. So that's why technology changed the habit of the man.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of your speaking test.